that is a horrible noise. There we go, there's one side of the road. I don't know, is this going to affect our relationship? Maybe.
Welcome to Escape from the Motorhome.
Hello again. Now we've got a little bit of prep to do before we go on our little journey that we've planned for tomorrow, and Stampy has needed a good old clean since we got back from Wales. So I was going to go just with soap and water and see how that went, but I thought for all the effort I'm going to put in, because Stampy's not small, I might as well try and do it right first time. So I've got myself some proper motorhome cleaner. Couldn't decide against a brush or a sponge, so I've gone with a little £2.50 sponge, car washing sponge from Asda, and I'm going to mix that with some water from my water butt and go outside and see if we can clean Stampy up a little bit. This sponge is great for getting it all wet, but these sides are too soft, so scrub a brush here to get this stuff out, because the sponge just doesn't get to it. Look at that, filthy. Stampy, honestly, this is long overdue. Well, since my socks are now totally soaked through and I'm just on to the other side of the van, I can't quite reach up to the top, so I'm going to use a ladder. And why not make use of my socks in another way, so that I don't scratch the van. Well, I've cleaned this side now, but unfortunately you might be able to see there's still streaks going down the van. So those look like scratches, and to be honest, when I was really close to the window at the front, they looked a bit scratched too. So memories of Wales forevermore on Stampy. Well, that's all the sides done. Now it's time for the roof. Right, well, I'm up on the roof. I'm just going to give it a quick test. That's not bad, you know, but there's a lot to go. That's going to take a while, but it needs to be clean for what we're going to put on here. Well, it's starting to look cleaner, but I'm taking my time because I've not watched any videos about walking on roofs, and I can see the impressions of beams, so I'm trying to stick to those as if I'm walking through a loft. Now, just to give you an idea of how easy this stuff really does come off. I don't know if it's the soap or whether it's just the sponge, or just actually, I mean, it comes off with your finger. I've just taken a little pause because my back's killing me and my arms are about to fall off. But you can see the white lines here. These are the beams I'm trying to stick to. I don't know much about motorhome construction, and obviously what I don't know isn't worth knowing, but I reckon it's pretty lightweight, so I better be careful. So this is the area I've just cleaned. It's not looking too bad, is it? And there's the bit I've yet to do, which I'm even more frightened of treading on. Now, one thing I've discovered at the back, like I say, no expert, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be stuck to that without a gap. So I'm going to get myself some sealer. Yeah, obviously look, it stops here, and it's cracked there too. And follow that round, and it's cracked there. Okay, so I'm going to need to do a bit of sealing. Sadly, this looks like it's all delaminated. Could be the age. Stampy is 10 years old. Shame though. But yeah, I need to get something on here before water finds its way in there, and I've got a damp problem. Look at that shine though. Beautiful. After hours of cleaning, Stampy's looking a bit more respectable now. Now, part of the reason I cleaned the roof was because I didn't want to do the next thing whilst it looks so filthy. And the next thing involves this thing here. This is my template. Can you guess what it's a template of? So here we are on the roof, and this is a template for a 100 watt solar panel, and the little corner pieces here should be roughly the right size for the plastic mounts that you can glue to the roof. As you can see, I mean, this 100 watts is about as small as they go, and this is already going onto the curve of the roof up that end, so I'm not sure if that will work. We've almost got a space there underneath the aerial, and again we've got space on this side, but it's just going into the curve. We're not going to get one there. Doesn't look like we're going to get one there either. The last space available is there, but again it's still touching the back. One there and one there, and that will give us 200 watts. Decisions. That's probably not going to be enough. The other option is curved solar panels on this section here, but I've had mixed reviews about that, so if you've got any experience of curved solar panels, let us know.
Hello everyone, and as you can see I'm joined by Peggy, and we're on our way to Portland Bill today.
From our home in Hampshire, it's about a 2-hour journey via Southampton and the New Forest out into Dorset.
No, I lost. I had Lord Voldemort. So I'm being squashed slightly by a dog, but we're getting very close to where we want to go. Now, I don't know this for absolutely sure, but I heard that it's only about 1.5 miles wide and about 4.5 miles long. Oh wow, lots of water sports going on. I bet Daryl put some sort of shaky bee cam sticker on this footage. I can't help it, I have a dog under my armpit. Right now, we can't get past here, and we can't get past here because someone's parked down a really narrow road. Oh, that is a horrible noise. That does sound terrible. Oh wow, look at this.
Originally built in the late 1800s to defend Portland, this fort has been a prison ever since 1949. The Verne, as it's known, is currently home to Gary Glitter.
Oh no. Surely not.
I don't know, I might be able to fit up there. I've got no one behind me at the moment, so I could try.
Oh, this looks all kinds of nuts. Oh, here we go again, going up a ridiculously steep slope, trying to get to apparently a very typical car park up. There we go, there's one side of the road. Thankfully, is it one way, Daddy?
No, it's 2 ways.
Excellent. Well, thank goodness it's a Sunday then, and it's not the school summer holidays. Oh, we do like a challenge. HM Prison?
Oh, so it's not a fort, yeah, it's a prison.
It's a prison now, is it?
So we could stay here, right next to the prison. Anyone got any concerns about sleeping next to a prison? Oh, look at that. That's worth it for the small little, it's another little small road.
That's very narrow.
Let's car go by. Let's just see how we fit in up here. Obviously there's a lot of rocks where they don't want you to park. We could park. So what they've done there is put enough rocks that you can't get a wide vehicle through. Here's a camper van, here's 2. Maybe this is our spot. Oh yeah, we're getting there. I don't know what that is on the end, but there's that. We'll go here, but it's a massive rock. Well, here we are up on the top of Portland Bill, and I thought it was going to be one car park. There seems to be a whole series of them, but they've made the entrances tight, depending on whether they want any motorhomes in there or just cars. But there's sort of almost like abandoned cars. I don't know, everyone goes for a walk around here, but we'll take a little look. We're nice and high. I've seen some great views on the way up. Also just got to check what damage I might have just done passing that VW on the way up. So, ho hum, here we go. So our bee takes Peggy for a little walk. We've just been looking at this information board all about the quarries that used to be here and where the stone is used, as Bee's already said, and the types of orchids that you can find here. Peggy's actually running. Great. But also this was a park for the night destination, I'm sure, except all of the posts. There's one there, and other ones down here. All the posts, there's no signage, there's no sign of any fees. What's that?
No parking, 9 PM till 6 AM. Motorhomes are allowed, but not between the hours of 9 PM and 6 AM, sadly.
Where's that sign then?
On that sign over there.
What are we going to do,
So,
Peggy?
maybe once, a long time ago, overnighters would have been allowed, but once again, park for night, details are not updated.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is, I wonder if I can stand on this fence and not fall off. Chesil Beach is one of 3 major shingle beach structures in Britain. It's 18 miles long or 29 kilometres, and in some places up to 15 metres high and 200 metres wide. The beach and the lagoon behind it form part of the Jurassic Coast and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Falling off my ledge. I mean, we are on a cliff, so I've got to be careful. And then over there, I think we passed the prison on the way up. Well, this looks to be what I imagine a quarry would look like, especially a disused one. There's lots of paths and things you can follow, but there's also other dog owners, and Peggy here, she loves people. Dogs, not so much. Come on, Pegs, we're getting hungry. Let's go back.
So I've known Daryl for 16 years, and I've just discovered something about him that is troubling me, and I want to see whether it troubles you too. I'm making a sandwich this morning, and I said, can you butter them? And he went, what, both sides? I went, yeah, because I'm making a sandwich. And then he kind of went, oh, as if it was strange. I'm sure I've made sandwiches before with Daryl, but apparently when he makes a sandwich, he only butters one side of one of the pieces of bread. And he says it's the bottom side. You're effectively just putting a dry piece of bread on top of your sandwich. It's just, what do you do? And he says it halves his fat intake. Well, I see the amount of crisps and other stuff he eats and peanuts. So why are you so concerned about that? Am I just being weird? Is it just me? I don't know. Is this going to affect our relationship? Maybe. Right, kids. So here we are. We're going to go to an old quarry now. And apparently it's been turned into like an art installation, which is kind of cool. But whilst you're jumping on these rocks, you might notice that there are some interesting things on them. So have a little see and see if you can see what's interesting.
There's only one.
There's only one. Keep looking. That's not one. It's good, but it's not right. Keep looking.
There's only one. There's only some marks.
There's some marks in it. Keep looking. Closer still. Closer still.
There's holes in it.
I think this is probably the best one.
Yeah, look, there's holes in it.
There's holes in it. Look closer still.
That's a portal.
Look
Oh,
closer
wait.
still.
Is that like an oyster? There's shells.
What you're seeing in there are actual fossils. This is all sedimentary rock. This is limestone. It's sedimentary rock. And sedimentary rock is obviously made up of sediment. It's also made up of lots of dead sea creatures. So boys, if you come down here, you can see the imprints. Come right down here. And you can see the imprints of loads and loads of shellfish that lived millions and millions of years ago.
So we're trying to find a toilet, emergency toilet, rather than go back to the van, which is somewhere over in the distance. And where we are here by this sort of rock castle building and a BT open reach telephone centre, we've noticed there's a few, ding 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 ding, and a few behind me, motorhomes sat out here. Now where we found out we're not allowed to stay over there, maybe this is it. Maybe in Park for Night, this was the place that everybody comes to. The trouble is, it's next to a road, it's quite noisy, and it's ugly. Maybe just over there's a nice view. We shall look and find out.
That's going up there to the mainland, and this is going in that direction to Dorset.
So where are we?
He must be here, I'm guessing.
The Olympic rings here represent the London 2012 Olympics, where Weymouth and Portland hosted the sailing events. Well, after our emergency toilet stops, we're finally back en route to find the quarry with the art sculptures. There's my band of merry men, all the happier now for going to the toilet. That's not much of an art installation, that's an Esso garage. Probably just around the corner, right?
Discover the many sculptures carved into the rock faces. So you've got hands, you've got feet, bodies, heads.
Found the fish.
Found a fish.
Now, I
good
wonder
work.
if this is in reference to the fact that all of this stone was once in the sea.
There's a diamond shaped there.
There is, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, maybe it's more
Surprising
subtle than you think.
Hand.
You found it?
Hand.
Where?
Oh, sorry, Peggy.
The hand.
Man hand.
It's a big hand.
It's a big old rock to have on top of a hill, held up by a little stone.
Now, I don't know what that is, but this one here, it's almost like a huge fossil. But then you've got this curvy section here that looks carved.
Leaves, perhaps.
Could be. Looks like a workshop of some kind here. There's no door. What are you going to do? Try and steal one of these great big sculptures? Yeah, I suppose that would look quite nice in the motorhome.
It's been created so that you can work in here and cover it up with tarpaulin, Etienne, if it's raining.
Look at that cool little face in the corner.
Oh, Peg. Come here.
Nice little dance you did in there, Peg.
There you go.
We actually go to America.
Danger.
Danger, you're right. Do not climb. Dono limo uli face. Must be the local language. That looks like somewhere the Hobbit would live, doesn't it? Your size kind of place. And this looks like some sort of cowboy western valley that you wouldn't want to walk down because someone's going to take a pop at you from above. God, the amount of chain they've got around for that. And mesh.
I feel like it's in a fall.
The mesh they've got over these rocks, yeah, it does. It's getting thinner and thinner, Phoenix.
Thinner and thinner. I heard someone like going, ah.
Maybe Mummy fell off at the end. Oh, there's.
Oh. Whoa.
Amazing view. It says
Don't.
What is this?
Oh, there's a sculpture there too of a snail.
There's a sculpture.
Snail and a hand. Go and high five that hand.
Come and look at this.
Wow. Captain Indy's just discovered a boat sculpture of some kind. I think it's man-made though, isn't it? Because it's not carved out. It looks like it's been concreted in.
Concrete.
So as well as lots of little balanced stones everywhere, which is cute, you just noticed this one. This rock had a particularly amazing imprint. You can see from the size of my finger. What kind of sea creature was that?
You can actually see the shell in there, that isn't fossilised. I was just reading, a lot of it's late Jurassic, so about 145 million years old.
So there's the cenotaph, a memorial for the fallen soldiers, and just to the left I spy a retreat, a little Stampy in the car park waiting for us. We're coming, Stampy, we're coming! From the new ground car park we headed south in search of pirates, Portland Bill and a place to park for the night. But was it problem free? Well, find out next time. Thanks for watching!